to answer Dr. Neuro's question from earlier in the thingy, when somebody comes in and specifically asks about a tabletop RPG, it's not that I do or don't point someone to D&D. And we do stock D&D in the store. As we mentioned earlier, we have Spelljammer, we have all the stuff.
We do also, though, ask if somebody has played D&D or if they are trying to stay away from D&D.
Right. Shortly after the OGL was the first time that we had people come in and specifically say, give me anything that's not D&D.
Yes.
We carry a lot of products that aren't D&D as well. Mostly it's about what kind of game that person wants to run.
Yes.
Their experience with tabletop RPGs.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of qualifying questions to ask somebody before that. Saturday when Bonus Round was here, and they're all big video game people, I sold out of all my copies of Thirsty Sword Lesbians, the RPG.
That makes me so happy.
I completely sold out of Thirsty Sword Lesbians because we had a group of people who came in and they were just like, this is my jam. And they're not huge tabletop. One of them in particular who I talked to, she was like, I'm not huge into tabletop, but I saw this and I want to jump in.
If I may.
Go ahead.
If I may, Thirsty Sword Lesbians runs on the Powered by Apocalypse system, right?
Yes, it should be on the same system that Monster of the Week is on, actually.
Yeah, on PBTA.
So if you are wanting to get somebody into D&D, not D&D, but TTRPGs that has never played before, Powered by Apocalypse systems like Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Monster of the Week, great games. You only use D6s, I believe, and it is a super simple explanation. We had a friend that just got into TTRPGs, which I'm glad he's finally into it because he's so good at improvising and role playing. And once we broke that barrier with him with Monster of the Week, he's off to the race. He loves it now. Highly recommend that system for newbies. So just want to throw that out there. So Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Also, the art is great.
Yep.
We provide a lot of indie TTRPGs, especially because Alex also made an indie TTRPG and witnessed how hard it is to get something out there.
Into stores especially.
When you do not have the big name like D&D behind it, which also means that we have stuff that are like, I have one that fits in an Altoid tin. It's called Tapestries. It's made by the same creator that does Clever Girl and Mall Kids, which are both DM-less games as well.
By the way, go look at their Kickstarter. They have Mall Kids 3 is in Kickstarter right now.
That's exciting. There are so many ways to come at tabletop role-playing games in general that we do our best to provide at least one in to either the style or the engine or the genre, so that you can either get into it, dig into it, and figure out what you like about it, what you don't like about it, or figure out if you just need a different system altogether.
Yeah. I tried to get the Avatar RPG actually this week because I was going to take it to StarCon. It's out of stock. Cyberpunk 2020 is no longer in mass production print. You can do POD for Cyberpunk 2020. Cyberpunk Red is the current system that Artel Saurian is publishing, and I have a little bit of Cyberpunk Red stuff. I actually just saw an update from them. They should be getting another print run of Artel Saurian done soon. So as soon as that comes out, I will stock some Cyberpunk Red.
We also do have IDENTECO.
We also do have IDENTECO, and you can go to playidenteco.com where you can grab it in the store.
Which is Cyberpunk.
I was intending to start the new campaign, and life. And so that's now been pushed back a couple of weeks, but it is coming, I promise.
I will make sure.
And also, again, please don't take anything we're saying as we're down on D&D. Please go check out the event calendar. I just added the next 3 D&D store-sponsored campaigns to the event calendar. They are on there. They've also been posted in the Discord. But you can go to gamer7pnw.com and see all of our RPG stuff. Don't forget we have iHunt on Sundays. Valor will be coming back on Saturdays after SakuraCon. Because they will also be at SakuraCon. So go.
Can we highlight Valor real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
Valor is a completely custom system. It's an anime-based RPG.
Yes. Where basically they focused on making it so that you could do whatever the heck you wanted to with your character in this game. It is very colorful and fun and definitely leans towards the JRPG experience as well.
Very much so.
And you also get extra points if you are able to shout out your attack names at the table while role-playing.
Bonuses.
So if you've ever wanted to do something like that, come and check out our Valor crowd. Liana is one of the coolest creators that I know, and so is their partner. So, it's just, they're very cool, wholesome people, and it's a very cool game, too.
Yeah, it's great. And we do have it in stock. They just finished their second Kickstarter, so there'll be a revised Valor is coming soon.
Yep.
I'm sure we will stock that when it comes in.
Absolutely.
So there's a bunch of other stuff in the PBTA world. There are so many PBTA games. PBTA, Powered by the Apocalypse, is kind of an open system license where you can just kind of use the underlying system to build pretty much everything. We need more Valor runners. As soon as that thing gets up and running more, we will definitely pull in some more Valor people. We have a DUNE RPG right now. We have the One Ring RPG starter box set in stock right now.
We have Pasion de las Pasiones.
Yep, if you want to, throw water in people's faces and slap them, right?
And be upset that your dead twin sister is now evil and coming back.
But they replaced her brain with your uncle.
And had a baby.
So, we have an Alien starter set for the Aliens RPG. We're bringing, I know Monster of the Week's in right now again. I'll be ordering more Thirsty Sword Lesbians soon because it sold out again.
Star Trek.
Star Trek is in here. There is just a bunch. The Well, which...
The Well with Peter Schaefer.
And he runs it every Friday?
Yes, he does. He's a wonderful creator as well. It is a dungeon delving TTRPG, which is very much after my own heart.
Kind of a grimdark one, too.
Yes.
It's very fun.
The character creation sheet's literally a fill-in-the-bubble kind of character creation sheet, which I feel like it makes it very accessible, especially if you're coming off of a very hard work week and you just need something that you can play and enjoy without having to figure out numbers. So...
Yep, we have Starfinder with some Pathfinder. Still hard to get a lot of the Pathfinder 2e stuff, but I'm stocking it as fast as I can. And hopefully we're going to be able to set up an account with Paizo directly. That's something we're working on.
A lot of cool stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Just because you don't want to play D&D doesn't mean that you can't play another TTRPG.
Oh, it says here on the internet that you haven't liked or subscribed or hit the notification bell. And that if you don't, the IRS is going to punch you in the dink.